I fielded 3 new client telephone calls today. So I spoke to prospective new clients, and it gave me the conclusion, led me to the conclusion that people's lives and their legal situations are extremely complicated. Really, quite a lot. Only one was relatively straightforward. That was a mother seeking to become the guardian on behalf of her child that is developmentally disabled, and this mother would like to be the legal guardian of her child when her child turns 18. That was a straightforward situation. I understood all of the facts as presented to me. The prospective client understood what I explained to her in terms of what we needed for a petition, where we were going to file, what the time frames involved, what she could expect. Pretty straightforward. I then took a call where an individual explained to me that his mother passed away and was leaving, well, there was no will. There were 3 children. He has 2 siblings. And then relatively quickly after his mother passed away, one of his siblings passed away. And now the 3rd sibling will not share any information with him. To boot, there was a guardianship proceeding for the parent before she passed away. So we have the wrap-up of the guardianship proceeding. Apparently, the mother suffered from some type of incapacity prior to her death. So there was a guardianship proceeding that has to be wrapped up. I have to take a look at the final accounting, what all of the numbers were, and obtain information from the sibling who is doing who knows what. Possibly something bad, maybe not anything incorrect, but it's the lack of information, and based on the situation that this person is not forthcoming, of course it causes my client to have suspicions. And then the other situation that I had, I fielded a call on behalf of my associate, and it was concerning a person that owns a couple pieces of property with a paramour. They were in a committed long-term relationship. They've subsequently broken up, and he wants to get his piece of the rock. And how do you effectuate that? They weren't married. His name's not on the deed. And so that's a scenario that we have to go through. How can we secure his interests? Is it by way of negotiation and resolution? Is it by way of a lawsuit? There might be a litigation that we can undertake because there is a piece of property in common. And perhaps the litigation with respect to one property could cause a settlement and resolution of all of the properties. There are children in common. So what I told the gentleman, my suggestion was, let's think about all of the numbers, the value, the outstanding mortgage, what the rental incomes are. Let's take a dispassionate look at whether or not he has to pay child support, whether or not it makes sense to start a litigation with the mother of his children. And, I said, let's revisit this. Maybe the two of you can speak a little bit. I gave him some talking points. And I said, maybe you can catch your paramour at a good moment with a view towards resolution, right? Based on the 20-odd year or close to 20-year relationship, right? more often than not, people are willing to do the right thing. Sometimes you have to push them to do the right thing, but ultimately, I think that's what people want. If you would like me to go over your scenario with you, whatever situation you might be involved in, please give me a call, 718-418-5000, and my website is frankbrunolaw.com.